we think about our pelvic floor like a hammock and it runs from back to front, when we engage our pelvic floor, we're going to imagine like we're zipping up from that hammock. So we're starting from the tailbone and we're going to travel through to the front of the pubic bone. So you're going to lie on your side, you're going to use your middle finger and you're just going to rest it on the edge of your tailbone like that. And when we do the contraction, as that pelvic floor starts to lift from back to front, you should just feel a little flutter underneath your fingertip, and that's where those muscles of the pelvic floor at the back are contracting and pulling on that tailbone. My side, I'm using that middle finger, just gently resting it on the tailbone, and then I breathe in through the nose, and as I breathe out through the mouth, I'm zipping the pelvic floor up from the back through to the front of the pubic bone, and you can even carry on up to the belly button. Breathing in and then breathing out, zipping up like I'm bringing the tailbone south towards north of the pubic bone. As I inhale, I allow that hammock to release and let go. So exhale, scoop it up and forwards. Inhale, allow it to release. Exhale, zip and scoop. Inhale, release. And you're trying to do that without moving the pelvis. So keep it still. And what you're feeling for is the contraction. Is it activating at the start? Or does it taper off? Does it get stronger as you move through the zip? Is it smooth or does it flutter on and off? Or can you not feel anything at all? Our next way of working into that pelvic floor contraction, I'm lying on my back, I've got my feet on the ground, hip width apart. Placing the hands into that diaphragm area where we want to breathe and coming in through the nose and out through the mouth. So I'm feeling the belly rising and the full expansion of the diaphragm. And then this time as I exhale, I'm going to feel like I'm pulling up and in towards the body. So with that pelvic floor, north, south, east and west are all traveling up and in, and then releasing on the inhale. So exhale, pull up and inhale, release. We're trying to avoid tilting backwards as we zip, or that we're not squeezing or bracing into the bottom or the abdomen. Everything is localized in that pelvic floor. As you exhale, start to increase the strength of the lift, feeling like you're lifting up almost through levels of the elevator, and then releasing back down. I can add to that pelvic floor contraction now by placing something between the knees. So it might be a pillow folded over or a little ball. And then again, on that exhale, this time I squeeze into the ball, lift up through the pelvic floor, and then inhale, release. Again, watching that we're not tilting, or the main thing is that we're not pushing air back down into the abdomen on the exhale. Everything is coming up and out of the body, so we're reducing the pressure in that abdominal area. Final version, if you've got a band or some weights, from here, I take a breath in. And as I exhale, I squeeze the ball and stretch the band. And then on the inhale, I release. Exhale, squeeze the ball, lift the pelvic floor and stretch into the band. This way now, the pelvic floor and those deep inner core muscles are working. And then releasing. From a postnatal perspective, this is also a diastasis recti safe exercise to do in those early stages. So squeezing and pulling on the exhale.